Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the video board for a celebration of the Clint Independent School District's 90th anniversary.
Today's graduation event will begin in 5 minutes. Prior to the ceremony, many precautions have been taken to ensure the safety of our students and guests. Graduation ceremonial items, spirit awards, and diplomas were all sanitized. We remind all graduates and their guests that they must adhere to social distancing guidelines as well as wear masks at all times for their safety. We also wish to remind all participants that they will be dismissed by section after the ceremony. Directions will be given once the ceremony concludes. Please listen to when your section is called to exit the ballpark. Welcome to the 2020 Clint ISD Early College Academy graduation. We are honored to host this year's commencement ceremony for our students, their guests, and our staff. The year 2020 is the 90th anniversary of the Clint Independent School District and the 5th graduating class from the Clint ISD Early College Academy. This year's graduation is a special event due to the challenges that have arisen this year, but our students have overcome many barriers to be here today. We are honored to recognize their accomplishments and proud to be able to issue their diplomas for their hard work and dedication. Opening up our ceremony is Dr. Juan I. Martinez, Clint ISD Superintendent, followed by the Clint ISD Early College Academy Principal, Dr. Edmund Martinez. Following our administration, the commencement banner will be carried by Bryant Valenzuela, who will lead our graduation program. Behind him will be Jessica Gomez, who will carry the ceremonial mace. Conveying scholarship, confidence, and triumph, the Clint ISD ceremonial mace symbolizes the governing authority and integrity of the Board of Trustees. The district seal, boldly mounted atop the staff, symbolizes that the board is the custodian of excellence in learning and scholarship for all Clint ISD students. The mace is a reminder of the commitment of the Board of Trustees to provide the finest education and scholarly opportunities for our students. After Jessica, Celeste Citlali Castro and Angel Mendoza will carry the campus and district gonfalons, adding pride and dignity to this event. Will Clint ISD Early College Academy graduates please rise as we begin the commencement ceremony with the representatives of the 2020 graduating class.
Good evening. Please direct your attention to the video screen as our District Honor Choir performs the National Anthem and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, the Texas Pledge, presented by Betsaida Lopez, Class President of the Class of 2020. I ask the gentlemen in the audience to please remove your hats. Please stand.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets recurred bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. You may be seated. this time, I'm asking that you direct your attention to the video screen one more time for the welcome on behalf of the class of 2020. The class welcome will be given by Class President Betsaida Lopez.
Clint ISD Board of Trustees, Clint ISD District Administration, graduates, parents, and guests. First and foremost, I'd like to thank everyone who came out here tonight. With everything going on in the world today, from protests to pandemics, I know it's hard to leave the comfort of your home. For that, we thank you. To our teachers, staff, and loved ones, thank you for the relentless effort, love, support, and dedication that you gave and continue to give us. To our sponsor, Ms. Falcon, thank you for putting up with us more than any other teacher. I don't know how you managed, but you did, and we thank you for that. We couldn't have asked for a better sponsor. Now, it is with great honor that I stand before you representing the Clint ISD Early College graduating class of 2020. Over the last 4 years, we were challenged in every which way possible, and we sit here today victorious. We all came to SECA for different reasons, whether it was because we wanted to challenge ourselves academically or because we wanted to be a first-generation college graduate. Whatever the reason may be, I want to congratulate every single one of you. You each fought your own silent battles and overcame different obstacles while still pursuing both a high school and college education, and some of you even had jobs. Not many can say they have done what you have done, and for that, congratulations. You made it, you're here, and your future is now brighter than ever, so just keep on keeping on.
Good evening. I am Edmund Martinez, the proud principal of the Clint Early College Academy. Welcome to the 5th commencement exercise for the Clint ISD Early College Academy. I would like to recognize our distinguished guest, and as I call your name, please stand to be identified. First, our Clint ISD Board of Trustees. Arlene Parada, President. Claudia Perez, First Vice President. Arturo Cruz, Second Vice President. James Pendell, Secretary. Mary Macias, Trustee. And now our Clint ISD Administration. Dr. Juan Martinez, Superintendent. A special thanks goes out to our steadfast friend of the Clint Early College Academy, Mr. James Littlejohn, Assistant Superintendent for Secondary Curriculum and Instruction. Thank you, Mr. Littlejohn, for your tireless efforts in organizing this commencement under extraordinary circumstances. I would also like to thank Mr. Littlejohn's entire team for all the work to make this 2020 graduation a reality. At this time, I would also like to thank and introduce Director of Counseling for Clint ISD, Ms. Angelica Bailon, and not here with us, but in their spirit, Ms. Ruth Lara, Assistant Principal, Ms. Elizabeth Scow, our Counselor, and a special thanks again to our senior class sponsor, Ms. Alexandra Falcon Sorano. And we have a very special guest from the class of 2016, Salma Viela. Thank you all for sharing this evening with us. Welcome to this extraordinary event. This commencement is symbolic of our ability and willingness to overcome obstacles. Graduates, the early college provided you with rigorous learning opportunities, and most importantly, I hope we taught you a sense of purpose, resiliency, compassion as you make your mark on the world. And you will leave your mark on the world, I have no doubt. At this time, I call on Ms. Angelica Bailon for the presentation of the Patriot Awards.
The Patriot Award is to honor students for the way they have overcome adversity, for the spirit and compassion they have shown family, friends, and the community, or their unyielding integrity under early college pressures. The awards are based on the nominations from teachers and the final selection by the principal, Dr. Edmund Martinez. The inscription on the award reads, "The quill was the instrument used by our founding fathers, the first patriots, to document the principles and commitment of this country to overcome any challenge, to fight for justice, and to pursue righteous causes. You are a model of this commitment. Continue to boldly write your story and let it be a shining light to the world. Thank you for your dedication, example, and contributions to the Clint ISD Early College Academy." When your name is called, please come up to the stage to be recognized and receive your award. Our first Patriot Award goes to Mónica Hernández Montes. Our second Patriot Award goes to Michael Castañeda. Our third Patriot Award goes to Aaron Argueta. Our fourth Patriot Award goes to Jacqueline Flores Moreno. Our fifth award goes to Xochi Burola. Our next award goes to Selene Gomez. Our next award goes to Leonardo Melendez. Our final Patriot Award goes to Jessica Gomez. One last time, let's give these patriots an applause. Thank you all. You may be seated. In 8 years, the Clint ISD Early College Academy students have distinguished themselves as scholars, contributors to their communities, and now successful professionals. The following are the academic achievements of the class of 2020. The blue cord represents the Distinguished Level of Achievement honor. The Distinguished Level of Achievement graduation program recognizes graduates who have completed 4 years of math, science, and a declared endorsement. The Distinguished Level of Achievement honor is an indication that these students are prepared for the rigors of the university. Students who have received this honor, will you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. The teal cord represents the associate's degree. All of our students in the class of 2020 have each earned 12 to 60 hours of college credit. They work tirelessly in balancing the rigorous coursework at the high school and college levels. They took on a challenging road, and we are proud to announce that 76% of the class of 2020 earned their associate's degree with El Paso Community College. Since 2016, 346 Clint ISD early college students have earned their Associates of Arts degree before earning their high school diploma. At this time, will the students who have earned their associate's degree please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. Many students in the class of 2020 completed their Associates of Arts degree at the end of their junior year or in the fall of their senior year. As a result, students who earned their Associates of Arts degree with a minimum GPA of 3.0 were awarded an accelerated scholarship with the University of Texas at El Paso, meaning that they could continue their post-secondary education while they continue taking high school classes at the Clint Early College. This scholarship has allowed students to earn up to a total of 72 credits. At this time, will the students who attended the University of Texas at El Paso under the accelerated scholarship please stand? Thank you. You may be seated. We are proud to announce that the class of 2020, as of now, has brought in more than $7 million in scholarship money for 72 graduates. This amount is a combination of federal aid and scholarships, including the college credit they earned students where they were able to lock in from either a university, business organization, or military branch. It is my privilege and honor to announce the top 10 for the class of 2020 in descending order. Students, when I call your name, please come up to the stage and remain on stage until I announce all the top 10 students. Number 10, Jessica de la Cruz. Number 9, Sochi Burola. Number 8, Jacqueline Flores Moreno. Number 7, Melanie Rivera. Number 6, Areli Rojas. Number 5, Betsaida Lopez. Number 4, Angel Mendoza. Number 3, Leonardo Melendez. Number 2, Celeste Castro. And number 1, Jessica Gomez. Jessica is also the recipient of the State of Texas Honor Graduate Certificate for being the highest ranking graduate of the Clint ISD Early College Academy Senior Class of 2020. The honor entitles Jessica to a tuition scholarship for the first 2 semesters of a state-supported college or university. Thank you all. You may be seated.
At this time, I introduce Celeste Castro, who will deliver the Salutatorian address. Among Ms. Castro's academic achievements, she received the NASA High School Aerospace Scholarship, the Rotary Youth Leadership Award, the Burger King Scholarship, and the Clint ISD Superintendent Scholarship. This fall, Ms. Castro will be attending Baylor University. Please direct your attention to the video screen.
Good evening, Clint ISD Board of Trustees, Clint ISD Administration, Class of 2020, friends, and family. It went by fast, just like our parents said it would. So I hope that each one of you cherish these precious moments, because no matter how much you may want to, you can't come back to high school. There is a universal truth we all have to face, whether we want to or not. Everything eventually ends. As much as we've looked forward to this day, we dislike endings. The last day of summer, the final chapter of a great book, parting ways with a close friend. But endings are inevitable. Leaves fall, you close the book, you say goodbye. Today is one of those days for us. Today, we say goodbye to everything that was familiar, to everything that was comfortable. We're moving on. But just because we're leaving doesn't mean we're leaving those who love us. Those are some people who are so much a part of us that they'll be with us wherever we go. They are our solid ground, our North Star. So if I can leave you with something today, let it be these 3 things. 1, never let others limit your dreams. We are born from impossible odds into an impossible world. The chance of us being here right now is basically 0. So when someone has limited views of the world, don't take it to heart. Don't let their views bring yours down. Dream really big. Follow your dreams and see where it takes you. Find your passions and then chase them. Do the things others aren't willing to do. Because when it comes down to it, we are only here a little while to turn the impossible into possible. 2nd, live a life that brings warmth to your soul, but also drives you crazy at times. Living isn't about a perfect life where nothing happens. Living is when you experience all that you can, the good and the bad. Living is about giving it your all in love and experience when you break free from fear. So learn to live. There's so much more to this life. And 3, do the things that light you up from the inside out. Cook the delicious meals you want to enjoy. Fill your walls with art that you adore. You are meant to live your life beautifully and entirely yours. You are meant to fill it with all of the colors and art and wonderful things that fill you with delight. You are meant to live in a way that lights you up from the inside out. So often, we are defined by what we've done and the mistakes we've made. For once, I would like to be measured by the steps I took today, rather than the footprints of yesterday. So it's time to say goodbye. But I think goodbyes are sad, and I'd much rather say hello. Hello to a new adventure. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Castro. At this time, I'd like to introduce Jessica Gomez, who will deliver the Valedictorian address. Among her academic honors, Ms. Gomez is an AP scholar and graduated from the El Paso Community College with honors. This fall, she'll be attending the University of Texas at El Paso. Please direct your attention to the video screen.
Good evening, Clint ISD Board of Trustees, Clint ISD Superintendent Dr. Juan Martinez, Clint Early College Faculty and Administration, and the amazing parents of the class of 2020. Today we are here to celebrate the work and efforts we have put into the last 4 years of our lives. I know I would not be here without my amazing family and my parents, who have given up everything to support their 5 children. My parents have always supported my choices. Thank you, and I love you. And my sisters, especially my honeysuckle, who has taken me to places with only a little bit of complaint. Thank you, and I love you. The past 4 years for me have been filled with great challenges, but also great memories. I have been asked before if I regret choosing to go to an early college, opposed to a normal high school. I have always answered that despite the days where I question if any of this was worth it, I would not choose a different path. Sika has given me a passion in chemistry like no other. A mentor, Ms. Falcon, whom I love and am eternally grateful for. Thank you for never letting me give up and for giving me the best piece of advice that I carry to this day. Sika has also given me some of the best teachers and staff I could ask for. Teachers who challenged me, but also cheered me on when I wanted nothing more than to call it quits. They gave me a second family that I could not be more proud to be a part of. For those things, I could never regret going to Sika. A part of me felt ashamed to be excited about having a graduation ceremony, given everything that is going on in the world right now. The lives that have been lost, the injustice felt by minorities, and so on. But then I realized that I got the chance to say this. Our principal, Mr. Martinez, once told me that when you pick your future careers, it shouldn't be about the money or convenience. You should find a problem in this world that you want to fix, and then pick a career that allows you to help fix that problem. And I can genuinely say that I could not have more faith than in the group I get the honor to graduate with. In our crowd, we hold future nurses like Betsara and Christina, future engineers like Angel, Melanie and Brian, our computer geniuses, Miguel, Michael, and Laura, and future scientists like Beatrice, Leo, and myself. And that's only describing the few that I can in the time that I have, because I truly believe that many of you will also go on to help this world. It gives me a little bit more faith in society. With that, I will pass on the advice that Falcon once gave me, whether she remembers or not. Seniors, there will be moments where you will fail. It does not make you a failure. It only means that there is a roadblock you must choose to fight past. If Sika has taught us anything, it's to never say no to a good challenge.
Thank you, Ms. Gomez. At this time, I ask Dr. Juan Martinez to come up to the stage to help us with his superintendent's address.
Thank you. Now, Dr. Martinez, Edmund Martinez. So congratulations to him, who also graduated this year from the University of Texas at El Paso. First of all, congratulations to the class of 2020. Everyone that is here today is very, very proud of you. Even the empty seats are very proud of you. So congratulations to each and every one of you. And I couldn't be prouder. If you saw me there texting, I wasn't texting. Usually I try not to get on the phone when I am in such a public forum, and especially when there's cameras, so my phone is put away. But I could not resist to take some pictures and tweet out that I was the proud superintendent of the best public high school in the entire El Paso County, according to the U.S. News and World Report. I did not make it up. That was from the U.S. News and World Report. The Clint Early College is indeed the best high school in El Paso County. Congratulations to each and every one of you, and congratulations to parents. Before I proceed, let me introduce to you our special guest, Dr. Martinez already did, But I'd like to ask her to come over to the stage, and that's Selma Viela. Selma, some of you should be very familiar with Selma. There is a large banner on your school, adorns your beautiful campus. It's a big, big banner right there on the classroom hallways. Well, Selma graduated. Let me tell you a little bit about her. Selma graduated from El Paso Community College in 2015, before she graduated from high school, as some of you also did. She graduated from your school, from the early college, in 2016. And after graduation, Selma decided to continue her education at the University of Texas at El Paso. She double majored with a degree in psychology and criminal justice. While at UTEP, Selma studied abroad in Mexico City, where she was able to conduct environmental research on issues affecting children's development. Selma graduated in 2018 from UTEP. She was only probably 19 or 20. How old were you, Selma? She was 19 years old when she graduated from UTEP with a bachelor's degree. How about that? Please give her a round of applause. 19 with a bachelor's degree. That's impressive. Some of you were thinking, well, why is she here? Well, let me tell you, we have a tradition now that we invite a former graduate. And some of you were thinking, what are we going to do after high school, after the early college? Selma is a good example of the many things that you can do after your high school graduation. Selma says that the great bonds that she created with professors allowed her to continue doing research and also start a career at the University of Texas at El Paso. Selma was immediately offered a position as an admissions counselor at the Office of Admissions and Recruitment. Within a year, she was offered a promotion to serve as the manager of the same office. I am guessing you have been the youngest to hold that position in the history of UTEP. So congratulations again. And she's starting her master's program this fall in mental health counseling at the University of Texas, El Paso. Selma, as an undergraduate of Clint Early College Academy, you are an example of the Patriot spirit. Clint Early College Academy and the entire Clint ISD family is extremely proud of you. Seniors, graduating class of 2020, Selma is without a doubt an example of what you can do and accomplish in your earned journey after high school. Selma, congratulations. We're very proud of you. We have a little token of appreciation for you for being here. Congratulations. Patriots, one day I hope to invite you to a graduation as an honored graduate, and I'm sure we will. Queridos padres, familiares y amigos de los graduandos, hoy es un momento muy especial. No sabíamos si tendríamos una graduación o no. No sabíamos cómo tener una graduación bajo las circunstancias de salud que ustedes están ya familiarizados. No sabíamos si tendríamos una graduación virtual o una graduación, en realidad no sabíamos cómo. Pero pensando en qué hacer, decidimos que no íbamos a tener una graduación virtual. Ustedes, jóvenes, han estado mucho tiempo sentados en una computadora, o no en la computadora, sino enfrente de una computadora, y decidimos que no íbamos a tener una graduación virtual. Más que nada, una graduación dándole dignidad a lo que ustedes han logrado durante estos 4 años, y por eso decidimos tener una graduación en este magnífico lugar. Lío fue parte de los que entrevistaron para ver cómo tener una graduación, y por eso es que estamos en este lugar tan especial. Quiero agradecer nuevamente a la mesa directiva, quien nos da la oportunidad y nos da también la dirección y ¿cómo se dice? Nos da el apoyo para nosotros hacer lo mejor para sus hijos, porque ellos siempre están pensando lo que es mejor para sus hijos. De nuevo quiero agradecer a la mesa directiva, a la señorita Arlene Parada, que es la presidenta. Si de nuevo se pone de pie, denle un fuerte aplauso. Sin el apoyo de ellos nosotros no podríamos hacer lo que hacemos, y por eso es que les damos muchas, muchas gracias. Señora Claudia Pérez, que ya está, por favor, si se pone de pie, Miss Pérez. El señor Arturo Cruz, por favor, si también se pone de pie para darle su reconocimiento apropiado. La señora Mary Macías, que está aquí también con nosotros. Miss Mary Macías, por favor, si se pone de pie. Jaime López no pudo estar hoy con nosotros, ni tampoco el señor Martínez. Pero de aquí veo al señor James Pendle, si por favor se pone de pie. Mr. Pendle, if you can please stand up to be recognized. De nuevo les agradezco a ellos por el apoyo que nos dan. Y también quiero agradecerle a ustedes los padres por el apoyo que le dan al distrito día tras día. Y también, pero más que nada, el apoyo que le dan a sus hijos y le han dado a sus hijos durante estos últimos 4 años. Muchas felicidades a ustedes, padres de familia, y muchas felicidades, por supuesto, a sus hijos en esta noche. Muchas gracias. Graduation is, without a doubt, the most important and significant moment for you and your families. High school graduation marks the conclusion of a 12-year journey. It is for that reason that at the end of every school year, we conclude with a beautiful graduation for you. We take it very, very seriously, and we take pride in the planning of the ceremony worthy of your accomplishments. For that reason, we begin planning graduation for the following year as soon as the graduation concludes the current year. It has been already recognized, but I'd like to do it again. The reason we have these beautiful ceremonies is because we have a fantastic team. We have wonderful people, some of them that you see, some of you don't see, they work behind the scenes. And you will see in Mr. Littlejohn, if you will please stand representing his entire team to be recognized for doing an amazing job every year for the beautiful ceremonies that we put together. Impressive ceremonies that we do. So thank you, Mr. Littlejohn, and the team for doing it time and time again. Last year, when the last graduation ended, it is my tradition to stay at the Don Hoskins Center until all the graduates, their guests, and their families go home. And I stayed there last year probably around 10:30 or later when everybody had gone home, and then I went home. While driving on the border highway, I began thinking of the theme for the 2020 graduation. What would it be? I turned to my left as I was driving on the highway and looked at the star up on the mountain. And then an idea came to my mind. Well, perhaps the theme should be stars, I thought. In many ways, the star on the mountain has become a symbol of our city and a symbol of our community. And I thought since the days of antiquity, stars on the sky have inspired humanity and all of us. They have inspired generation after generation. And having seen the stars as symbols of divine guidance and high aspirations. Not surprisingly, we have an idiom that says, reach for the stars. The dictionary actually translates it to mean to set one's goals or ambitions very high, to try to attain or achieve something particularly difficult. But when I thought of a star, I said, well, the stars are nothing without their light. And therefore, the graduation theme for my speech today was born a year ago, light. Please look at your medallions. On your medallions that was given to you, the medallion reads on one side, the front, is a 90th, it has a 90 and the Clint ISD logo. It is the commemoration of the foundation of our school district 90 years ago. But on the other side of the medallion, it reads light. I hope you always remember that, this medallion, because this medallion was not given to you by me. It was not a gift from me to you. It is actually a gift from all of us. It is a gift from the Board of Trustees. It is a gift from the administration. It is a gift from your parents and the entire Clint ISD community. When the theme light was selected, I was thinking of you. Because the concept of light throughout history has had a powerful significance in culture, philosophy, religion, and society in general. Light, for example, has been associated with wisdom, creation, guidance, direction, and with God himself. Many of the holidays around the world center on the symbolic nature of light. That is true for Hanukkah, Ramadan, Christmas, the Tribute of Light in New York City, Symphony of Lights in Hong Kong, and many other festivities around the world. Light means goodness, something new, a new beginning, a new way of life. Many of you have been blessed with a wonderful family they've been the life for you year after year after year. They've been with you all these years. May I give you an advice, graduates, those of you who have mom and dad who have been there with you all along? Would you please honor them by doing something great in your life? Accomplish something magnificent in which they can look back and say, we as parents did a great, great job with you, and I know you will. But among you, there are some of you who are just like me. When I graduated from a broken family, extremely poor. In fact, I joke around and I say we were so poor that one day somebody broke into our family and we robbed him. That's how poor we were. But anyway, some of you are facing tremendous challenges. Some of you are facing broken families. Some of you are facing, as I said, financial challenges. But I know, because of that light that you have with you, because of that resiliency that you have, I know that all of you have the passion, the grit, the persistence, and the ambition to pursue worthy goals and personal success. I know you will accomplish those in your life. Carry that light with you all along. When the theme light was selected, I never anticipated that the school year will be turned upside down by a coronavirus. We never anticipated that our school will be closed and our school life as we know it will be transformed and possibly for many years to come. In an instant, our lives were transformed. We couldn't go to school anymore. Couldn't go to the stores, travel, enjoy sports. Well, not so many sports in your case, but I know you enjoy books and the libraries. But we couldn't do any of those things. The normal activities of the end of the school year, we couldn't do it anymore. We have a tradition in our school district where we do a senior gala. We have a nice dance, and we have prizes, and we have a great night. Well, we couldn't do it this year. I really missed it. Some people have said that 2020 might be remembered for the things that we couldn't do. And others have said that you are the pandemic generation. Not only your lives were interrupted by the pandemic, but sadly, you have also witnessed the loss of life all around us. In our own community, El Paso County, over 100 people have lost their lives to the pandemic already. And as you well know, more than 100,000 people, 115,000, that's a lot of people, have died in our country, and many more around the world. Some of them very close to us in the Clint ISD family. Some of them who passed away. So at this time, if I may ask you, can we take a moment of silence to honor their memory? And may I also ask you to pray for the recovery of those who are sick and are in the hospitals. May I also ask you to pray for guidance for doctors and nurses as they battle this horrific pandemic. Can we please take a moment of silence? Thank you. Graduates, we are sending you into the world, as Time magazine puts it, a world in a global crisis. In addition to the pandemic, another magazine, People magazine, described the recent events in our country and the death of George Floyd as an American tragedy, leaving cities in turmoil and a nation searching for a way forward. But I personally, I refuse to remember you as a generation pandemic. I refuse to remember you as a generation surrounded by a national tragedy. Rather, I will always remember you as a generation of light. And more importantly, I will also remember you as a first senior class with the distinction of having graduated, as I already said, according to U.S. News and World Report rankings, as the best public high school in El Paso County. And that's how I will remember you all of these years. Yes, you can clap. You deserve it. You work hard for it, and you are that generation of light from the best high school in El Paso County. Graduates, I believe that you will respond to this national tragedy and global health crisis with your goodness, your compassion, your generosity, and your commitment to continue building on the fundamental beliefs in which this country was founded. According to the Library of Congress, this nation was built on the belief that all people are created equal, whether you are European, Native American, African American, and in our, most of us, Hispanic. Those are the fundamental rights that we have is liberty, free speech, freedom of religion, due process of the law, and freedom of assembly. You know, I actually received a call telling me that some of you wanted to protest because of the situation in this country. You know what? You do have every right. When you see injustice in the world, we all have the right to peacefully protest when we see that injustice, and I think you alluded to it. So continue following those principles. I know you are extremely bright young men and women, and I know you will carry your light in anything that you do. We're asking you to go to colleges and universities and get higher education to transform this world and this country into a better place. If you are joining the military, the workforce, or do the same. You be the light, a force for good in anything that you do in your future. For the last 2 months, we joined school districts around the state to turn the lights of the football fields in your honor. There's no football field in your honor. We turned some lights in your school, but you saw the lights throughout your community. Those lights were a fitting tribute to you, the generation of light. But Clint ISD, we don't just do things, frankly, mediocre way. We do it right, always thinking of you. So today and tonight, some of you probably can see it from that end, to my right, the star on the mountain, up in the Franklin Mountain, the beautiful star that you see every night, today it is officially lit in your honor. It is to commemorate the class of 2020 from the early college. So tonight when you go home, as you gaze at that beautiful star, and every time that you gaze at it, it will remind you of this beautiful moment. It is lit in your honor. So congratulations, Patriots. You are indeed not only stars, but the light. So yes, parents, give him a hand again to our Patriots. Finally, Patriots, let me finish with a paraphrase of a quote written in the book Education, published in 1903. And this is how it reads, I quote, "The greatest want of the world is a want of men and women women who will not be bought or sold, men and women who in their inmost souls are true and honest, men and women who do not fear to call what is wrong by its right name, men and women whose conscience is as true to duty as the needle to the pole, men and women who will stand for the right though the heavens fall." Patriots, be that kind of a person. Be the light. Congratulations to each and every one of you and your families. May God bless you. Thank you.
At this time, I respectfully ask Dr. Juan Martinez, Superintendent of Clint ISD, to certify the class of 2020.
Dr. Martinez, it is my honor, members of the board, and parents and audience, it is my honor to certify the class of 2020. I hereby certify that the graduating students of the 2020 class of the Clint ISD Early College Academy have successfully completed all required courses set forth by the Texas State Board of Education and the Clint Independent School District Board of Trustees. And therefore, I now officially declare the class of 2020 graduates of the Clint ISD Early College Academy this 14th day of June 2020. Congratulations, students. You have formally graduated from the Clint Early College Academy.
Students, you will be escorted so that you can receive your diplomas. Ms. Bailon will actually help us and she'll call your names.
Okay. Jessica Gomez. Celeste Castro. Leonardo Melendez. You can throw him in here. Angel Mendoza. Betsaida Lopez. Areli Paola Rojas. Melanie Rivera. Sochi Borola. Jessica de la Cruz. Lidia Almendares. Erin Argueta. Juliana Baca. Armando Barrera. Marco Antonio Bustillos. Jessica Cárdenas. Jocelyn Cardona. Donna Carrillo. Michael Castañeda. Paola Chagoya. Miguel Contreras. Victoria Costanza. Alexis de la Rosa. Lina Erives. Daniela Escamilla. Ana Flores. Luis Flores. April Garcia. Prisette Godinez. Selene Gomez. Raven Gomez. Damian Ivan Gonzalez. Ivan Gonzalez. Alma Hernandez. Mónica Hernández Montes. Alex Herrera. Lydia Holguín. Sotero Holguín. Cassandra Maybell Lozano. Ricardo Lozano. Davet Marco. Jacqueline Martinez. Luis Martinez. Beatriz Morales. Gise Moreno. Saraí Napawaki. Leslie Ochoa. Lara Mané Ortega. Natasha Pizarro. Tatiana Portillo. Andrea Regosa. Genesis Regalado. Christina Reveles. Jocelyn Ceros. Angel Silva. Giselle Solis. Jacob Solis. Margarita Solis. Sophia Tort. Lisette Tovar Ramirez. Guadalupe Vasquez. Mia Vasquez.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Clint ISD Early College Academy class of 2020. Congratulations. At this time, I want to thank the teachers and the staff of the early college who I know are watching at home. They wanted to be here, they wanted to see you, and they wanted to give you a great big hug. They worked tirelessly to teach, counsel, support students through the rigors of the early college. It is not easy. The teachers are my unsung heroes, and I thank you for that. Finally, to my students, to my children, you had a dream, an ambition, and took a leap of faith that this new school, the early college, would help you achieve your goals. It took courage to take a path that few would have taken. Whenever you think of it, I think of the American theologian, author, and educator Reinhold Niebuhr in his book, The Irony of the American History, and he wrote, "Nothing that is worth doing can be achieved in our lifetime. Therefore, we must be saved by hope. Nothing which is true or beautiful or good makes complete sense in any immediate context of history. Therefore, we must be saved by faith. Nothing we do, however virtuous, can be accomplished alone. Therefore, we must be saved by love. My message to you is rely on hope, strengthen your faith, and love under all circumstances." Congratulations, Clint ISD Early College Academy graduates. You may now move your tassel from the left to the left, signifying you are a graduate. Congratulations. This is the conclusion of the Clint ISD Early College Academy graduation ceremony. We will be escorting the graduates off the field. For the safety of our graduates, we ask that you remain in your seats until you have been asked by the ushers and the security to exit. On behalf of the Clint Early College Academy administration, faculty, and staff, and the Clint and Penn School District, we thank you for joining us this evening. We ask that you keep practicing social distancing as you exit the stadium. Graduates, Dr. Martinez and I will escort you off the field. Congratulations. Please stand.
There is your 2020 graduating class for Clint ISD Early College Academy. All right, we will now begin the coordinated and orderly dismissal of ticketed guests from the ballpark. Please note the section that you are in. If you are in sections 110, 112, or 114, you may leave the stadium now.